And hello, movie lovers, and welcome to the show. With me, I have my good friend Charlie, who's dressed up as Rambo today. Say hello to everybody.
Hello.
And I have my other
You
good
gotta
friend.
do it in a Stallone voice.
I don't have a good Stallone voice. I did my
Yo,
good Arnold
Adrian.
one yesterday.
Hey, yo.
Oh man,
That's a
John,
bad
your
story.
shirt lines up perfectly with Rambo's arm on my
You
like the background.
I've been flexing, dude. I've been
Like look
flexing.
at that.
The only thing I can't do, I can't shoot a bow and arrow to save my life. So, yeah. But it's good to have you guys back on. This is, of course, our last show that we're doing for Rambo. This is our wrap up show. Speaking of wrap up shows, I'm just going to go on ahead. I have a little bit of housekeeping and then we'll get into the review. I do have a digital code for all 5 Rambo movies right here. I want to give this thing away tonight. So if you guys want to know how you guys can go on ahead and win this thing, just go on ahead and stay tuned for the rest of this video. Also, too, I'll be reminding people throughout the review to go ahead and stay for the whole thing. So, anyways, another thing too I want to mention is too I also have a 30-day subscription for Shudder. So that's also another prize that you guys can win tonight. So we have prizes. We're also doing Manscaped tonight. Not together because that'd be really bad, but that's gonna be the ad for tonight. So, anyways, without further ado, let's go on ahead and get into our Rambo Last Blood review. This movie came out in 2019 and on September 20th of 2019 to be exact. This movie only clocks in at 89 minutes, which also makes this the shortest of the Rambo movies, and also too had a budget of 50 million with a box office of 91.5 million. I remember going to see this movie and just loving the idea of him being in this cave and taking down all these other guys because this now is like you're locked in here with me now. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my PTSD nightmare hell. And I'm gonna bring you guys down for doing what you did to my niece. But
Spoiler alert.
Hey, this movie's been out for 2 or 3 years. Hey, it's whatever. So, what did you guys think of Rambo Last Blood whenever you first saw it at the theaters?
Well,
ahead,
I believe Sean and I saw this together. We saw it with my buddy Tim and Tim's fiance. We saw that. It was like it came out on my birthday. I was like, hell yeah, I was seeing Rambo on my birthday. So yeah, it was like I think the movie kind of started late too. It was like we cut right into it, no trailers. But yeah, I mean, again, did I watch this movie for plot? No, absolutely not. You don't go to a Rambo movie to watch plot. Like you want to watch plot, you go watch something else. Now this one you just want to watch. Like it was a little weird starting out, like seeing Rambo getting his ass kicked. But damn, like I said, I haven't watched this movie since I watched it last week before the review, but before then I haven't seen it since seeing it in the theater. I forgot how violent this one was, and I was like, this was really violent. Like when he's like interrogating that one guy and he's pulling out the bone from the guy's like kind of like from his neck bone or whatever, he's pulling it out. I was like, I will break, and I was like, damn, this movie's violent. More violent than the fourth one, and I thought that one was like really like the fourth one's like my favorite one, but that one was violent from this one, and this one's like upped it, and it was like the premise idea was cool. Rambo taking on the Mexican cartels, because those always the cartels are always fascinating. Actually, having somebody try to take them on. Like I've seen the Sicario movies, and those are really intense about the cartels. That movie Savages was about the cartels, and then I read that book and seen their torture techniques of using, when they're doing waterboarding, they use Coca-Cola, and it burns quicker. So it's just a fascination for it. I'm like, do I want to go there? Hell no. But seeing Stallone Rambo take on the cartels, that was kind of that was a cool idea.
It's a news twist because we never saw that before in a Rambo film.
To sum up this movie, it's taken as if the girl dies and the main guy goes on a murderous rampage, but Liam Neeson went on a murderous rampage anyway. So it's taken plus Saw, because some of the traps are gruesome, and the violence is very gruesome, and Home Alone when he sets up the trap. So that pretty much sums up this movie. It's not bad. It was just awesome.
Yeah, like overall, I really liked it. I mean, it's a Rambo movie, so it's him kicking ass in the end. But I do feel like, to me at least, this is like one of the hardest ones to watch up
Mhm.
until they come to like his house, because the whole like women trafficking thing, like I don't know why, because it's funny, because like, well, not funny, but the last Rambo 4, like, how I was making fun of like the kid getting chucked into the fire.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Horrible scene, but it's just
yeah.
so ridiculous that it's funny. But I felt like with like the human trafficking thing and the sex slaves, I was like, this is like too real, and it's just like, I was like disgusted by it, like watching it. But I guess
Mhm.
that's a good thing,
Yeah.
It's a
because it
good thing
shows
because then
how
I'll be
like,
wondering about you.
yeah, like, oh yeah, yeah, definitely, but like just how gritty it is. I don't like. I'm like, ugh, like like going into this, vaguely remember that from the theaters. Like I remember not liking that, but then once they get into like Rambo like murdering everyone, I'm like, all right, cool, it's Rambo.
Like when he goes in there to try to save the girl, and he comes in with a hammer, and he's just hammering everybody with the.
Yeah,
Like,
and then he's trying to get the girls to leave, but they're too scared because
yeah,
essentially
That's the
they're gonna
lifestyle
come
that they
kill him.
know. Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
it's a grittier version of this one. The fourth one, like the fourth one, was intense because it was Burma, and that's Burma. So I mean, again, it seemed like I said, that movie's intense, and this one is like this, like it's more like that's in the jungle area. This is home. This is like
yeah,
in like then that's just the more intense part of
Right.
it. It's home. It's close to his
I,
hometown in Arizona.
yeah. I think that you're 100% right, Charlie. Like it's just like real close to home, and seeing that, I'm like, oh god, like this is terrible. Because
I mean,
Taken was like that too, right? Like his
yeah, Taken
daughter,
was like I
it
mean,
was
in
for
Europe.
human trafficking. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
it was
all
human
about like human
trafficking.
trafficking. Yeah, and I mean, the
And
Taking's intense. Like that movie was an intense movie, but and then just seeing Liam Neeson just go like ramp, like just go off on everybody in there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody deserved it, but still, it's an intense subject about human. I mean, and that's why the intro for Black Widow was intense. That was the
Mm-hmm.
most darkest MCU opening I've ever seen, and just the score and just like the what the Russian spies and all that stuff. And that stuff
Yeah.
is just they just hits home. So that seems to be yeah. So I think that's like a subject that's like intense. And this was Rambo's essentially take on it. But once Rambo, like after he gets his ass kicked and he starts like, all right, you know what? I'm done fooling around with these people. You have no idea who you're dealing with. And
Mm-hmm.
I love the name of the knife he has. I think it was the Heart Stopper or whatever it was called. That thing was huge.
yeah. Here's another thing I want to bring up. Whenever it comes down to movies and stuff like that, I like the fact that they bring us into something that we don't know what it's going to bring us, like the human trafficking and stuff like that. I'm glad that they brought those kind of movies to our attention, because we don't hear that much about it as much as it needs to be told.
I agree.
And I'm glad that they gave us something that we could actually have some grip on, you know what I'm saying, through the eyes of Rambo. And also too, this is more of your different style of Rambo. This is a more of a slow burn kind of thing, and then once you get past the slow burn part, that's when the action takes place. And this is what I said in my non-spoiler review back in 2019. I said you get past all the slow burn stuff, and then once you're past there, now you're into the Rambo movie that we know and love and we want to see. But another thing that I want to bring up is the simple fact that this is more of Sylvester Stallone being the retired Rambo on a ranch who's working. This has more like a country western kind of flavor to it, in a sense. It kind of has that Logan kind of feel of where it's like a country western kind of vibe. But also too, he's trying to look out for his niece. He's trying to tell her, hey, look, there's danger here. You do not need to go ahead and find out that who your dad is. This is your mom. This is who your family is. You don't need to know everything about your life. This is who you need to know about, because the person that you're looking for is not good. And she promises him, hey, I promise I'm not going to go to Mexico. I'm going to stay right here, Uncle John. Next thing you know, she's going to Mexico.
I mean, I
Millennials.
don't even know who her mom was. I know the person that was there that's telling her no, that wasn't her mom. I think that was just a friend of
Well,
Rambo's that's taken over the ranch. So
like
they're
their
not
nanny.
really, yeah, a nanny, something like that. So they're like, we don't even know. And honestly, I can give a rat's ass about that girl. She dug her own grave and laid in it. She went. Rambo told her no.
Heartless, Charlie.
Hey, she did it. I was like, well, that's your fault. You went to go find out after people were telling you twice, like two different people, don't follow your druggy fat friend in Mexico. Seriously.
I just like how I'm watching this. I'm like, oh man, that's so messed up. Charlie's leaning back. Good.
Good. I hope you get this coming for her.
This is her own damn self. She decided to go to Mexico after people told her no. And that, like, so, like, I mean, to compare the two, since we're calling it like Taken, the daughter and take the Liam Neeson, she knew, like, she didn't know a lot of this stuff. She was like, she was like trying to listen to her dad or that. This girl, oh, I gotta go find my father. Okay, you're right. Nah, you're not. I'm going to Mexico. Like, and what do you know? She gets drunk. She ODs.
To be fair though, like she was already in the shit, and she realized that her dad was the only way out. While this girl, she never talked to Uncle John while she was taken. So
no,
that might have changed.
I can take care of myself. I'm like, okay. And then that fat ass friend of hers or whatever. And it's like, I just wanted Rambo to shoot her. Honestly, she was involved with this. She set up her friend. Like, I really wanted Rambo to do something to her. I'm sorry. Like, she was the part of this. She was like, oh, like, I'm trying to help her. She's trying to help her through this. And I'm like, no, I can read through your sack of shit, like fake response. I'm sorry. You did this, like, and you're living in Mexico, and you feel like, oh, like, I need to get back at her. Like, no, like, I want Rambo to do something to her, honestly.
Well, he almost did. He threatened her life pretty much, and that was enough to try and figure out who was in charge of the sex trafficking and everything with the cartels and things like that. And also, too, you were messaging me back and forth the same night that you were watching it, and you forgot, like you said, you forgot how gruesome it was. The part where where Rambo just goes ahead and breaks that one guy's collarbone and makes his bone pop out and everything.
That was like, whoa. Okay.
Sorry about that. A little spam over here. So, anyways, let's continue on though with it. So what else did you guys like about it?
I thought it was like, it was definitely a good, it showed like how he's aged over the years. Like, I don't know, like you were saying earlier, John, he's just like an old retired man now. He uses his tunnels to kind of give him peace of mind. It keeps him safe, to help deal with his like PTSD. But yeah, he definitely looks a lot. Well, he's definitely a lot slow. He can't get around as well as he used to. Even though in Rambo 4, I didn't think he moved around very much until he was running from that atomic bomb or whatever.
Or running through the forest, running through the forest, like he's like, fire off a shot, like that sequence, like him running, like, damn, he's running pretty good, and then he's like, and then like, don't piss him off, and he's just going on a warpath, like. But yeah, I think like it's like Logan, but this one actually kind of had not a happy ending, but it's like Logan died, Rambo didn't.
Dude, like, so watching this, at the end of that, I honestly expected Rambo to just put a gun to his head and just kill himself, like, yeah, because like it seemed like right when he sits down in that rocking chair, he's all beat up after like taking on the cartel. I was like, okay, I guess this is it. So I don't know. Do you think they'll do another one?
I think they're done.
They're done.
I think
Stallone once like might do another one. I mean, he's doing I think he's filming the Expendables 4 right now, and like I think it's already given that he's not going to survive that one because he's like kind of like passing the torch to Jason Statham, because Statham's probably going to have this huge fight with the guy from the Raid movies, the main actor in that. And that's a fight I want to see, Jason Statham versus that guy, because that guy, he's badass. So the two badasses on the like because he's the villain. Akio, I can't pronounce his last name, but he's in The Raid, which they're remaking. I don't know why, or making the U.S. version. But anyway, I liked him. He's great. So him first Statham. But there's been talks about like that they might be doing another one. I don't know when. But I did hear they haven't really officially said no. And Stallone, I mean, apparently I thought like Denzel was done with the Equalizer, and I just found out, oh yeah, Equalizer 3's happening. They're filming it this year.
But Denzel doesn't look like an old man.
No,
Stallone is aging fast.
Yeah, I know. But still, I mean, like I didn't.
It's like Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones. It's like, God damn, dude.
But no, I mean, I think that I wouldn't be surprised if there is another one, and honestly, I'd watch it because it's like, it's Stallone. I mean, I gotta watch. Like, I mean, whatever it is, I mean, I gotta watch. Stallone's is that guy I gotta watch because he makes great action movies, and that's what he. Like, I mean, he's still. I mean, in fact, he's still doing like Liam Neeson's still doing it. Like, he's got another movie called Blacklight coming out like next month. Trailer for it is pretty cool, and especially when they had the that In the Air Tonight song, they're playing it with the trailer, and Liam Neeson's kicking ass. Like, I see Liam Neeson movies because he kicks ass, and it's just cool to see that these guys are still doing this stuff. But if there's another Rambo, yeah, I'd watch it. I mean, I don't know what it would be about. I think something about Indian reservations or something like that, which
makes sense.
But but seeing him get on that horse and like go, because I thought he died, and then seeing him get on that horse and just leave, I was like, all right, Rambo's still alive. Cool, you can't kill him.
But at the same time, though, with us having that homage of all the movies that he's done and stuff like that, part of me at that time, before Stallone went on ahead and said that he was interested in doing another one, I thought he died on that porch. Like, I really thought after everything was said and done, when he's rocking on that rocking chair and and it's showing that the clips of all the other films, I was thinking to myself, he's probably dead because of that, because of everything that he's been through and stuff like that. He's probably dead.
He's just thinking about those other adventures he was on.
Right, the journey that put him into this journey between war and now civilian life and everything too, thinking that the war that he left behind can't follow him because now he's a civilian. And it turns out that it doesn't matter where he lives, the war is not over.
What was his girlfriend's name in Rambo 2?
I don't remember. We were busy
making fun of her.
Oh no, Rambo.
I don't think she was in the montage, now that I'm thinking about it. That's messed up. Wasn't he wearing her necklace in like the
he was wearing her necklace in the third one. Yeah.
Ho.
But
what?
But you know what though? Another thing that I really have to say that I liked about this film was more people don't like, and I know that it was divided with the slow burn type of stuff because we're used to the quick action stuff that we got. I kind of enjoyed seeing what Rambo is like into 2019 era and how he would adapt into a 2019 era and having to go and face the cartels by himself, because that's a scary situation to have to go by yourself into a city that you have nothing, that you don't know anything about, and you're face to face with several other cartels, and you get beat up by the cartels because you're outnumbered and everything. I believe if this was when Rambo was in his prime, he could take him down, considering the fact that of his age and everything. He's like you said, Sean, he's slowed to run. He doesn't run that fast.
It's very stiff.
He's very stiff. And, it's just like that whenever they do the de-aging in The Irishman. You can tell that Robert De Niro has aged, especially when he tries to get out of the recliner.
Yeah.
And then when he tries to kick somebody, it's not like a heavy kick. It's like he's got arthritis in his legs. I believe that if Rambo was in his prime, he could actually take down these cartels. Considering his age and everything, is the reason why he got his ass kicked. I'm just being real.
Their ass. He literally killed every single one of them. Like,
later.
I mean, yeah.
Young Rambo would have done it right then and there.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
And it's funny is especially the guy that like beat him up, and it was like because like the actor that beat him up was like I remember him so much from The Losers. He played
I know.
Cougar, and it's like
Like,
damn. I just remember the line that Chris Evans said in that movie. If you haven't seen The Losers, you need to. The movie's so good. But Chris Evans is in it, and he goes, "Cougar, be gentle." And after he gets shot, it's like, "Cougar, be gentle." I was like, "Yeah, Cougar wasn't gentle in that one." But no, it's just like I mean, but I think like I didn't find this much as a slow burn. I thought the fourth one was a little bit. It started out that was really slow a little bit, at least until he got him on the boat, and then that. But I think it was about the same. Like they're about the same runtime in a sense. Maybe, yeah, they're about the same runtime. There's about that. But I think the movie that's really the slow burn is the first one because there's nothing that happens in it. Like I mean, talking about that's the only Rambo I didn't like is the first one because it's not Rambo to me. It's just not. It's just like it's just a horror movie, and it's like the other ones, the second on, have been nothing like have been the true Rambo movies, him kicking ass, and that's why the first one's the only one I hated, and that's why I don't own that one in 4K. I own everybody else, all the other ones because
oh really?
yeah, I don't know. I own the first one on normal Blu-ray. I'm like I'm not getting that in 4K because I don't care about it as much. Like I care
For the
one
set though, so you have them all.
Well, I
Right?
bought the I think I bought each one of them separately in a sense.
Okay.
But no, I mean the first one is the slow burn one. The other ones they're not really that much of a slow burn. I mean they're like that, and that's why I have, like the ranking wise, like I don't hate any of the Rambos except for the first one, so I can't really like that. But yeah, I mean once Rambo starts getting like after he gets help, and I thought the whole reporter situation was kind of weird. I don't think
Yeah.
she was.
Well, it's like when he's cruising through the club, he's like the only tall old white dude in there. And it's like he must stick out. Then the only other person is that chick in the bar. Like everyone else looks young, they're partying, and it's just these two people wearing like jackets, like looks like they're bearing a grudge. I don't know how like they didn't get picked out and like beat up or something.
Like I mean, it's funny. It's like when Rambo goes in there, he's pretty visible. I mean, another cartel movie, which actually is that was a movie called Sabotage of Arnold, like an Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that one is like again like you need to get spoiled of what the movie is because the trailers don't tell you exactly what that movie is. And I was glad I found out myself what it was because but the final sequence still like Arnold goes into this bar of a lot of the Mexican cartels, but he's not sticking out. He's wearing a cowboy hat. He's that. And then it's like the only time they find out is when he goes on a murderous rampage. Like he's killing everybody in the bar, and he's like, and it's just like it's like the badass sequence at the end of this movie. That like that's what you expect for the movie, but it's the end sequence. But it's Arnold going there kicking ass, and Stallone sticking out like that. But I mean, it's just funny that the two of them, like, they both did movies regarding the cartel in a sense. I mean, I say that movie Sabotage is an intense movie. It's gruesome. It's like essentially, it's like members of his team are suddenly getting killed, and they're trying to figure out who's killing the members. I mean, it has a pretty big cast in it, but still ideas with the cartels. But like Stallone goes in there, he doesn't care how he looks. He just goes in there, and Arnold, he's trying to like keep a low profile until he like shoots a guy in the head, and then he throws a smoke bomb in there, and he's just going guns blazing into everybody with machine guns and stuff. It's like classic Arnold, and he's old in this one. Like you can see the age, and you can see the wrinkles in his face, but he has no problem taking on everybody in that bar.
But another thing I want to bring up is this human trafficking again too. Was whenever, of course, after they get done beating him up, then he makes it worse on the niece because of the fact that they wind up loading her up with heroin and then also raping her and everything else and beating her to death, basically, because they wind up taking a knife to her face and then cutting her face open. And I think that was a symbol of showing that she's basically too ugly to even sell, basically branding her. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what he was doing, just to keep it for himself.
Yeah.
Well, it's like as soon as they found out that that's who Rambo was looking for, they tell him like, "Oh, her life is over now." Like we were just gonna train her, but now we're gonna like really
Yeah.
Really
demoralize her. Yeah.
So it's 50-50 blame. No, not 50-50. I will say more about
It's still all her fault.
I'll say about 60-40. 60% her, because she chose to do this. She wanted to go find her father after they said no. She didn't care. She stopped the car and turned around and went to Mexico on her own. She listened to her fat ass friend who set her up, who got her drugged, and who got her with the cartels.
Just letting everybody know we don't body shame or anything on this channel. Just letting
No, I
everybody.
don't. But she was annoying. And she's like trying to be funny, and then he's like, "Oh, what are you saying about this? My house? Oh no." But then again, we don't body shame. Like I said, I didn't make fun of Co, and like the second one, everybody else was making fun of her. So flame's good all the way around here. But still, fine. Her friend, her fake friend, let's just say that, sold her out. Her fake friend sold her out because she got exiled or whatever to Mexico. I don't care. It's 60-40. It's like Rambo for having the photo of her, but it's all her because she just chose to do this. After they said no, she chose to do this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's sad. It's not right to say, but it's true. That's exactly what happened. She chose to do this. She chose to put herself in harm's way after she said, I can take care of myself, Uncle John. No, you can't. You have no idea what the world is. And that's what Rambo was telling you. You have no idea what the world is. The world's not going to be like all like flowers and stuff. The world is not pleasant because John's seen some stuff. And man, he's seen some stuff in over 4 movies. I mean, he could probably tell you, like, he can't even count them out on his 2 hands how many people he's killed. Like yeah, and he knows war. He knows the real world. You should have listened to him. And look what happened. You got OD. You OD'd.
You OD'd. That's still harsh.
Yeah,
I know.
what happened to you? She can't look at. She can't look.
Truth hurts. I mean, it's the truth. We've seen the movie. It's literally.
I mean, that's what happens.
Yeah,
right.
That's what happens. She chose to do this. Well, of course, she didn't think she's going to get captured. But then again, you're going to Mexico. Of course, what you think was going to happen?
Right. But before we get into the rest of the review, I do need to mention something real quick. We are actually doing Manscaped. Well, I am, and so is Sean. But you know,
yep. I ordered it last night.
Awesome. I'm glad. And you know what? With Manscaped, you can get 20% off plus free shipping and handling by using the promo code Movie Lovers Unite. And cheers to 2022 and resolutions you can actually keep. How about upgrading your grooming routine for the new year? Our sponsors at Manscaped are here to help the ball drop in 2022, the cleanest ever. Set your first New Year's resolution with good intentions and join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com and use the promo code MovieLoversUnite and get your 20% off plus free shipping and handling. And let me just tell you this. If you want good balls, if you want your balls to be smooth and everything, and you want to use the best tools, Manscaped has your back. And also, too, when you're going down to Mexico and you want some good manly tools and want to fight the cartel, grab yourself a Manscaped and get yourself the Performance Package 4.0. You'll find the signature lawnmower 4.0. The electric trimmer is designed to trim hair and loosen the skin on loose skin. The advanced skin-safe technology reduces cuts and nicks all over. It's smooth as a baby's bottom. It also equips with a 4,000 LED spotlight that will shine a light to the promised land in 2022, and it looks to be good. And also too, another thing I want to mention this too. You can also go on ahead and polish up your new stellar routine with free gifts, including the Manscaped Shed Travel Bag and anti-shafting boxer briefs to keep all your goodies stored comfortably. And the new product that needs no introduction, the Ultra Premium Body Wash from Manscaped, solves all 3 for the perfect addition to your daily grooming routines. But in the shower, the body wash smells great too. It's cologne infused with aloe vera and sea salt to keep your skin feeling clean, nice, and moisturized. Even your boys will say thank you. Kick a discomfort and poor hygiene to the curb this year and use the best tools for the job. Whether your resolution is to work out or travel to new places like Mexico, be sure to travel to manscaped.com for an exclusive offer at 20% off plus free shipping and handling with the promo code Movie Lovers Night. Cheers to grooming with the best of the best in 2022.
Yeah.
All right.
The package I got came with the underwear too, so I'll
Yep.
post it on Twitter when they come in.
Okay, please
I'll
do.
model it for you guys. And then
Mine
maybe
came
Charlie and I can do a live demo with the trimmers.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not buying that stuff.
Well, no, I'll have it. I'll come over. We can have a manscape party.
You don't want a jungle down there. You don't want to be like John
Yeah.
Rambo
We
going
can
through the
see
jungle.
we can see who has more hair down there.
Yeah, that's not
I
happening.
think it comes with a mat, so I mean,
Right. It comes with a mat. It has comes all with all your private cares, all in one package to give you the best 2022 package that a man can ask for. Because you shop with the best, you get the best from Manscaped. And so, anyways, you don't want dirty balls. So speaking of which, Rambo is down in there sweating his balls off over inside the cave. He could use some shampoo and conditioner. And by doing that, he could actually take down the cartels and set up different traps. So I love the traps in this movie.
Yep.
To be honest with you, like Charlie said, like I said the other night, this has that Saw kind of vibe to it. And by that, the traps are just gruesome. It's probably some of the gruesomest traps that I've seen in all Rambo movies, to be honest with you, the way he takes down the cartel for vengeance. But yeah. So what do you guys think about some of the traps?
what was your favorite one?
To be honest with you, it's the one where they're traveling through the cave in the cave, and this one person just gets slapped upside the head with the spike.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorites, and then of course the other
that one's very Home Alone.
Yeah, that one is a very Home Alone vibe to it. But I think that's maybe why I like it. It's a lot more of a gruesome horror type of feel to Home Alone.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I like that trap. I also like it. It also has this Goonies kind of feel though too, because when they're walking through the cave, all of a sudden they fall on this bed of nails. You don't, and that's another thing that I really liked was those two traps. And then of course when Rambo goes ahead and stabs the guy in the heart, and he's in the chest and starts going way down on it,
the final
and then tears out his heart like damn Bruce Lee. That I'm like, okay, this is really, really gruesome. A lot more darker than what we have ever seen with Rambo and everything. But what are some of your guys' favorite traps though?
Well, again, I like the guys when that fell in the spikes and he just one armed the machine gun, like he Arnold that thing. When they fall in the spikes, their face hit the spikes, they're dead. He just double taps them anyway because you just never know. Or the one where like I think like the guy's like he gets spiked and he comes up with the shotgun to the face and this like instant head go off. Or
that's my favorite is the shotgun.
Or like him stopping a guy and he's like on the other side of the wall and he like slices and you can see the him chop the guy's foot off. Like there's everything about. Well, then also I like the him hammering the people when he's trying to go save the knees. Like he's just using the hammer. I think he hammers one guy in the dick or whatever. He's like the epic of epic cock blocks on that one.
He's like, you didn't use Manscaped.
Or when he kills the guy. Or when he kills the guy's brother, when the guy's brother's in the shower, but you don't see, you see him, you see the aftermath of it, and you see the guy, like the brother's head is completely off, like he's just tied to the bed, and he's got no head. So it's like I mean, when Rambo's pissed, he's pissed, but then and laying them on fire. But I think my favorite is the ripping the heart out because I didn't expect it. Like, I mean, because I own I made sure I got the poster. For this one, I think it's when he shoots it's like the fire and he's shooting the bow and arrow at the guy just to like, hang him up. Let me go find it real quick.
Okay. Yeah, like watching this, I don't know, man. Like when they start storming the tunnels, and like he like blasts the music and like you hear people screaming. I think if I was by myself and I heard that and I'm part of this group, I'm like, nah, I think this dude's
I'm
a little
good,
too
dude.
crazy. Yeah, there you go.
Like I said, I love that poster versus the poster that I have on here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
It took me forever to find this one. I think I got it on Amazon or whatever, but it's like the authentic one. But it's him with the bow and arrow because that just represents like the fire at the bottom. Like, yeah, I had to get this.
But another thing I want to mention though, whenever he's playing that track, you know, the
Mhm.
general talking, to me, I had a little bit of a Rambo First Blood kind of vibe to it. You know, where you basically have the person that's in charge of him and breaking down the briefings and stuff like that from the first original Rambo films. To me, that was a little bit of a callback, in my opinion, to all the other Rambo movies. I don't know if you guys got that same kind of vibe, but that's what it seemed like to me. But I like the fact that it's like you're locked here in here with me. Welcome to my PTSD nightmare kind of setting.
Yeah.
But what about you, Charlie?
I didn't pick up on that. Again, I was just want to see Rambo kill people. That's the whole point of seeing this movie. I didn't care for plot, and like I wasn't really picking up on that stuff. I just wanted to see Stallone kick ass because that's the whole point of this movie. Seeing Stallone kick ass and the way he did it, like it was just, it was violent, but it was actually like these guys deserved it. Like the guy when he get his heart ripped out, like he deserved it. And to be killed by the Heart Stopper, literally, it's a clever name, and that knife is a lot bigger than his classic knife. Because you're wondering what happened to his classic knife, and like, because I think he kind of like he didn't have it. I think I don't remember like where he left it in the third movie, but he sure as hell didn't have it in the fourth one. I think he had the machete, like his own custom one that he built. And that thing that he had there was pretty gnarly. I mean, he used the guy to chop the machine gun turn's head off and then turn everybody else in this like messed up Swiss cheese. Literally. I mean, but yeah, I think the third movie is the last time he had that iconic knife. So that, I mean, but to have a new one called the Heartstopper, I mean, it's just fitting. But yeah, every single one of those cartel guys, like, yeah, we're gonna drive in there, we're gonna take out this old man.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as as soon as like they go into the tunnels, the music starts blasting, and he just hear them screaming and dying. I think if I was a member, I'd be like, all right, I think I'm gonna step back on this one, guys. I'll see if he comes out top. If he comes out of the tunnels when you guys are done.
Or this the one guy that's like he's like doesn't know, and Stallone's hiding behind the little peephole, and he shoves the giant spike through there, and it's just like. Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's a hardcore version of Home Alone in a sense, where the traps are not you're not going to get out of these traps. I mean, he was so pissed off that even the guys that fell on the spikes, it didn't matter. He was going to shoot them anyway with a machine gun one-handed. That's how much he fought of you. He shot you one-handed with a machine gun, and he just ran off, like kind of like him in the jungle. Like after he does something, he just runs off. Like he looks and just runs.
From Rambo 3, where he's like, or 2, he's like,
oh. Yeah. It's after he like the guy falls down the pit. That he grabs him. He looks at, stabs him, looks away, and runs. Like it's a nice callback to the second one, but it's him like the way he just ran. It's like, yeah, he can still run for those tunnels.
Oh, go on ahead, Sean.
Yeah, oh. I agree. It's funny.
Okay, yeah, it was kind of like playing hide and seek with Rambo because of the fact that he knows his way around the tunnels, and so as soon as somebody looks, he's gone. He shoots somebody. Somebody falls on spikes, shoots him, he's gone, and everything. So it's kind of like playing hide and seek with Rambo, but in a diddly way, to me. But after everything's all said and done with this film, I enjoyed it and everything. And people are split with this. As a matter of fact, there's a 26% Rotten Tomato on the Rotten Tomato meter. It's like 26%.
That's not a good rating system, to be honest. Like Rotten Tomatoes, it's very flawed.
Right. Right, but I just wanted to point that out there. Yeah. Because I know some people like looking at the tomato meters and stuff like that.
What was the best Rambo rating?
Let me find out.
Looking at all of them on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, it's not like it's like none of them are like great plot movies. Like you watch them for the action. It's not like you go into Expendables and expect it to be like an Oscar-winning screenplay.
Okay, so the tomato meter for Rambo, the fourth one, was at 37% Rotten. It was a 69% audience score. Again, they don't know. Like again, it's very flawed at how they do their system, and it's like, I mean, again, you weren't expecting Eat, Pray, Love when you go to the Expendables. Look who ended up winning that fight. Oh yeah, the Expendables in a landslide. Okay, so that's the fourth one. Okay, First Blood Part 2 only got 33% Rotten. 60% already audience score. Rambo 3 is at 40% Rotten. So that's like
best. Well, what was 4? That was
4
40.
was 30 something again. I'll go
so
back.
That's the best one so far, probably.
The third one, yeah. No, first one, First Blood, 85% fresh.
Get the fuck out of here.
First Blood, yeah. It's based on 46 reviews. 85% certified fresh.
That's crazy.
That thing's false. I guess they wanted to they want it more like to have Rambo suffer. I guess that's what the audience likes. They want Rambo to suffer. Yet that's not the best one. It's the fourth one because you get more Rambo. And it's like, all right, let me look up what the fourth. I mean,
it almost sounds like a TNT commercial. You get more Rambo.
Yeah, it was like Rambo 4 was close. Rambo 4 was at 37. So it was it's like ahead of the second one and below the third one. The first one's 85%. I was like, certified fresh. I'm like, yeah, they can shove that certified fresh up their ass.
Get this though, Sylvester Stallone was actually nominated for Best Actor in 2019 for Rambo.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't one of those like Golden Tomato? What are those? The Razzies. I think
it was National Film and TV Awards is what he was nominated for.
Okay.
So if you had to rank all the Rambo movies, what order would you put them in?
Okay, for me it'd be Rambo 3 as my number one because that's my favorite one. Then I would go with the fourth Rambo movie as number 2, and then I would rank number 2 at 3, and then to be honest with you, I would actually put this as 4, and then put the very first one as 5.
5. Charlie, I know you have the first one as 5.
Yeah, I think I have 3 separate categories. Rambo movies I hated, Rambo movies I enjoyed. The very first one, First Blood part, like the very first one, First Blood, it's in my hate list. And I only watched it because we were doing a review for it. I haven't watched it since, and I don't want it. It's not Rambo to me. All the other ones are in my like list. So in my like list, like ranking those, which is just the 4 movies, I got Rambo 4. It's number 1, obviously. I think I got 4, 3, then 2, and then this one's like the out of my rank, my 5th ranked one, or 4th ranked or whatever in my like ones. It's the last one, but none of them are bad in this list.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta have 4 at number 1 because the 4th one was just so badass. It was intense. Like he just pulls out the gun, like lots of headshots, like and Rambo running from the giant like tanker thing, right, or Tommy thing or whatever, and then the sequence of him with on the turret gun. I mean, after he chops the guy's head off, and he makes everybody Swiss cheese, and then he's just going berserk on that, and then of course in the final bad guy, or also this is the first one I saw a throat rip, him ripping the guy's throat off. In the 4th one, him ripping the guy's throat, and of course like the other one opened up the guy's stomach and the intestines coming out. Like that guy deserved it, but it's like it was violent, but it was short. But it was a short movie, and this is the only few times where short movies are actually really good. because it picks up and it doesn't slow down, and it's just seeing
goes.
those idiot mercs just be idiots. Except for Schoolboy, the guy that's helping it, like that helped him, like with the sniper. Like the fourth one for me is just like, and that was like right before I started at the theater. And that's how I met you and Tim, and that's how I credit our friendship, because we love that one so much. But yeah, the fourth one is just so good. But the other ones are really good too. Like the second one had a lot of great moments. The third one is good, and this one's good. But yeah, I have to do 4, 3, 2, and then 5.
Yeah, I think I'd go 4, 2, 5, 3, and 1. I don't know why I like 2 so much. I don't know if it's just because like it was kind of laughable, and then I enjoyed talking about it. So I don't know if that's just like memories attached to it, and that's why I like 2 so much.
To be honest with you, I enjoyed just talking about it and just having fun with you guys with it, and has that memory of us just reviewing it and goofing off.
Yeah.
And everything. That's why I enjoy it as well. It's just that I ranked it according to how I saw it. But still, I had an overall blast reviewing all these Rambo movies with you guys.
Man.
And I'm glad that we got to do it.
Quality for me. Enjoyment. Yeah, and that's why I went for, like, I mean, second one, then the review was funny, especially when you guys were just making fun of the girl. Rambo.
There's not much to make fun of in like this one.
No.
Like thinking about it. Like the fourth one, not so much either. Like you had the baby getting thrown.
Yeah,
this one was pretty serious. But 2 was just like cool. It had good action, and then it was just funny to watch.
Oh, like, Rambo, you tired? No shit, I'm tired.
Rambo, you'll take me to the States, right? And then she gets shot. She freaking gets shot. Like, it's like, I mean, man, talk about that army was a huge cock block to Rambo.
I know. That's why he was pissed.
If you think about it, it reminds you of those 1930s army movies from black and white. It's like, you know what, Tom? Whenever I get back home, I'm gonna have me a hot dog.
Yeah.
And he's dead.
And then the third one, that annoying little brat. The annoying brat's like, what's this? What's this? Can I have that? Can I have that? And he almost ruins the mission. And he gets shot. Like the kid ruined the mission. It's like, you're not ready for this. Leave Rambo alone. He's a one-man army, except when he's trying to save his buddy. But it's like it seems like the second or third movie had annoying. Like, well, the girl wasn't annoying, but the third one, that little brat was annoying. And this one, briefly, was that the fake friend that sold out the girl.
Oh,
she was really annoying in this one too. She needs to get shot or chucked or something. Or Rambo needs to like break her arm or something. Like go full on like the bride.
That's what he should have done to take the bracelet. Mm-hmm. Should have cut off her hand and then take his niece's. I guess it would have been his sister's bracelet.
Yeah, some along the lines, like, and like the fact that she got away scot-free. No, she was a part of this. She deserved to get some punishment. I don't condone that, but she sold out her friend in the movie scene. She sold out her friend. Rambo needed to do something to her, and she was trying to act like she's playing the dumb card. I'm like, come on, I can see that a long, I can see your play a long ways away. You did something, and you're trying to get away with it, and that's not how that works. And it looked like she kind of got away with it, but Rambo needed to do something. I'm sorry, he needed to do something to her. She sold out her friend. What kind of friend are you?
Well, I think that's going to be it as far as this review goes and everything. But thanks again, guys. This has been a blast doing Rambo with you guys. I can't wait to do more of the Arnold and Stallone stuff that we have planned out. Another thing, too, is tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. No, let me take that back. It's going to be 9 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Pacific Time. I'm going to have Alex on the show from A-Town Reviews, and I'm also going to have independent actress Rossi McFree with me, and we're going to be reviewing an indie short film called Distances. It's actually I want to say maybe as part of the Holly Shorts Film Festival. I'm not 100% sure, because the publicist and directors reached out to me to review this movie on 2 other films and everything. As a matter of fact, Mika and I reviewed Alika Zam, or I forgot what the actual name is now, but
Take and Run.
Yeah, Alika Chu, Take and Run, which is translated to Take and Run, and that's actually a good foreign film. and everything. I strongly recommend anybody that has a chance to check that out. If you guys can check that out. But yeah, and then I also have another one that I'm going to be reviewing later on the 21st with Made for TV Movie Podcast with Beth. She's going to be on there with me to review that one. Time is going to be TBA right now, to be announced, but still probably 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the show for tonight. But if you want to, go ahead and follow us underneath Movie Lovers TV Lovers Unite on Facebook, underneath the same brand name on Instagram and on Pinterest as well. If you'd like to go ahead and get an audio-only podcast of our episode and many episodes that we do here at Movie Lovers Unite, you guys can get that at all major platforms. Of course, go ahead and go over to Good Pods. Good Pods is basically the social media for audio podcasting and stuff like that. You can rate us. We can reply to your comments and stuff like that. Also, too, rate us also on Spotify now. You can rate us on Spotify and also on Apple Podcasts. That helps the audience to know where we are. And also, too, smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, smash that little bell in the bottom right-hand corner to allow you guys to know when we have something new coming on. And also, too, I'm actually teamed up with Two Blurred Girls podcast with Children of St. Jude's Hospital. So get yourself a Sensi, and all proceeds go over to Children of St. Jude's Hospital. And then, of course, guys, go on ahead and follow me underneath Movie Lovers Unit on Twitter. And, of course, underneath the same brand name on Movie Lovers Unit 0 on TikTok as well. Then another thing that you can do is, if you want to be on the show, if you want to be a sponsor, just go ahead and email me at movieloversunite@gmail.com. That's everywhere you guys can go ahead and reach me at. I wish that I had a chance to give away this code, but once again, I'm stuck with the code. So guess what? It's mine. And so
we'll do other Stallone movies. So they tune in for whatever the other review movies. We still got a couple other Stallone movies we got to do. Some underrated hits. Some ones I don't think John hasn't seen. Like we're thinking about doing Cobra, which is a fantastic Arnold, like a fantastic Stallone movie, which I believe the car he used in that was a similar car he used in the very first Expendable movie. But yeah, we're trying to do, I've been trying to get John to do Cobra for a while because he hasn't seen it, because Cobra is like classic 80s Stallone movie.
Right. All right, guys.
So, Over the Top?
Yeah, I'd like to actually do that one, the arm wrestling movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We got Cobra, I mentioned. He hasn't seen Tango and Cash either. That's a good one as well, with him and Kurt Russell.
Okay.
I like Kurt Russell.
It's a great movie. It's a buddy cop movie in a sense, but it's a lot of great action sequences in it. It's and he makes fun of his own character. He thinks he's Rambo, and he's like all tight. He's like he loves his suits. He wears glasses. Yeah, this is like he plays Ray Tango, and he stops a tanker by guys going like flying out, and he's like, it's Christmas time, and it's like he's like trying to stop a tanker, but he's like, Rambo is a blank, and he's like, the guy thinks he's Rambo, so he's taking shots at himself. But it's a buddy action comedy. It's like some great fight sequences and action sequence in it. So it's I believe Terry Hatcher's in it as well, and she plays his sister. Okay. And also you can see Kurt Russell dress up as drag to escape the cops. But yeah, Tango Cash is a great one too.
There is one last thing I want to mention. I want to thank my friend Chris Stevens for helping me out, because my clumsy ass, while I was trying to get the Manscaped yesterday, if you're wondering about the sound quality or anything like that, I actually broke my microphone because I am a clumsy ass person, and I tripped over the microphone wires while I was on the air. So therefore, I don't have a microphone right now. So Chris winded up helping me out, and he managed to find me one, and that's going to be coming in on Friday. So thank you, Chris, for just supporting the channel and everything, and giving me some tools to work with and stuff like that. So if you guys are wondering about the sound quality, that's why I might have to do this in editing to boost up the levels and stuff like that. But thank you again, Chris. Thank you. But here's another thing I want to do. I want to thank you guys as well for being a part of my team and everything for the year that you've been with me. I do want to say that on the air and say thank you for everything that you guys do. And also, until next time, guys, it's been real. It's been fun. Can't wait to do this again. And bye-bye.
See ya.